Good afternoon, everybody. Today I get to sit down with the Senior Talent Acquisition Partner with Spot, Ashley Schmigdal. So thank you so much for joining our HR huddle today.
Yeah, of course. I'm super excited to be here.
It's our pleasure. We always love hearing all of the wonderful things that companies are doing within the community. So thank you.
Yeah.
So can you start out by telling us what Spot is and the work that gets done?
Yes. So the Spot is a third-party logistics company. Easiest way to describe what we do is we are the middleman. So we have over 28,000 carriers or truck drivers that are contracted with us across the U.S. And then we are working with companies like Aldi, Kroger, Anheuser-Busch, Coca-Cola. We handle all of their logistical transportation using our own proprietary software called Red. So the breakdown of our office, the majority is going to be sales reps. So we have account managers and they work on the customer side. They are maintaining and growing those relationships with our customers like Aldi, like Kroger. And then we have carrier sales side. So they are bringing drivers on board, negotiating rates with drivers. And then to give an example of how it works, an account manager would get a contract moving so many loads from point A to point B. So they would negotiate the rate with the customer. And then they would partner up with the carrier sales rep who would find the driver, negotiate the rate. Then they work together to get the product moved from point A to point B. Then we also have a customer service team because I'm sure you can imagine problems happen on the road before 8 and after 5. So we have a 24/7 customer support team. They work on 3 shifts and they are making outbound calls to those truck drivers, making sure everything's running smoothly. If any issues arise, which they definitely do, there can be car accidents, traffic jams, we have to ensure that the freight gets delivered on time. So there's a lot of problem solving involved, internal communication, letting everyone know what's going on, how they should address the situation. Then we also have our support staff. So we have human resources, we have accounting, so making sure our carriers are getting paid on time, that our customers are paying us on time. We have our finance team. So they are kind of working as a consultant with customers, letting them know how Spot is saving them money with our on-time delivery rate or showing prospective customers why they should consider working with us. We have our marketing team who is working with the sales reps, building those presentations to give to those prospective customers, and then also doing a lot of internal marketing and internal employee engagement. And then we also have our own proprietary software. So it's technically called Red Technologies, and they are a subsidiary of Spot. They still work in our office, but they are working on our proprietary software, which all of our sales reps work within, as well as customer service reps. And then in the next month, we are going to be selling that proprietary software to other logistical companies. Then they also build 2 web-based applications for our customers and for our carriers. So there's a lot of growth happening within Spot. There's a lot of moving parts. It's very team-oriented work. And then also to add to that, our culture, which I think is an awesome selling point. We have a bowling alley and a gym, which I think gives a lot of insight to our culture, our laid-back environment, casual dress code. So I think the company does a really good job of balancing the logistics industry with that more laid-back environment because logistics is fast-paced, it's challenging, constantly changing. So yeah, we really like working there.
Great. I was able to take some students at a previous position to a lift and move event and hear the sales negotiators like on the call with the freight people, and it was just absolutely like amazing. I was like, what is going on? I have no idea. I could not do that type of work. It was so cool though, just to like hear and listen to it for a while.
Yeah, it's very different. So we have a 90-day training program program that they all go through. Because if anybody's anything like me, I had no idea about anything in the logistics industry. So you learn everything you need to know about like logistics, what makes Spot different than our competitors, like some of those selling points. Then we have like mentorships, then ongoing training classes. So they do a good job of bringing you up to speed on logistics. I can kind of speak like I'm a pro on logistics.
That's good because that's a growing, I mean, there's constant growth in that industry.
Yes, especially during like the COVID pandemic. I know a lot of companies were negatively affected by that, but we were actually positively affected. And we had a record month for revenue, so we've been growing still even during this.
So tell us a little bit about what positions you're hiring for. Is it mostly full-time? Do you do part-time? Do you do internships? Do you hire international students?
Yes. So most of them are going to be full time. We are heavily hiring for account managers and carrier sales reps. Then we're hiring in IT, so back end developers as well as front end developers. And then we also have positions like account coordinators, where they are working on an established team. So basically someone has grown a book of business and it's kind of like they have their own separate business within Spot. So we have individuals on their team helping them grow and maintain their book of business. Then we have the logistics coordinator role, which we are hiring for, more the customer service role. And that role is part-time. So we have some individuals that are still in college working those roles around their class schedule. And then for internships, so right now we typically open up those roles about 3 months prior to a semester or to a summer. And those internships usually include IT, marketing, accounting, finance, and then training and development. And then, yes, we do hire international.
Perfect.
I answered all your questions.
Yeah, it did. That way it was like a loaded question. There was lots of things in that one. So thank you.
No problem.
What do you look for when you hire a candidate?
So I'm looking for someone that would do well in a fast-paced environment. They are looking to be challenged. No 2 days are going to be the same in the logistics industry, which I personally love that part. And then also someone who is flexible, because a lot of things are going to change on the fly and you kind of have to learn how to roll with it. And then someone who is a good communicator. With so many moving parts, you're not only having to communicate externally, but you're having to communicate internally. So I'd say that's a really big key piece. And then specifically for the sales roles, we're looking for people that are going to be money motivated, and also have really good customer service, as well as negotiation.
Perfect. And then you kind of touched on this a little bit, but some career growth opportunities.
Mhm. So for our sales roles in account management or carrier sales reps, so we have a few different routes that people tend to take. And I kind of touched on this a little bit ago, but some individuals build a really large, successful book of business where they're making a lot of money in commissions and they don't necessarily want to walk away from those commissions and step into like a manager level role. So what we can do is build a pod of account coordinators or customer service reps who basically work for them, helping them grow and maintain their book of business. So kind of like having your own little business within Spot. Then some individuals move into our sales manager role, so overseeing your own team. On the carrier sales side of things, we have zone captains, so you're overseeing all of the reps in a specific region. Then from that, we've had people move into training and development, director level roles. We've had like our Charlotte location, the VP of sales there started as an account manager. So we're definitely always looking internally specifically for those career growth opportunities. And then in like the support staff departments, so IT, we're going level roles or the senior level specialist roles. And then from there, we have people moving into manager and director level. And then for the other departments, we also have those manager level opportunities.
Perfect. And the next, you hit on the next question as well. So are there other, if somebody wants to move or is not necessarily from the Indianapolis region, are there other locations that Spot is in?
Yes, so we have another office in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is also experiencing a lot of growth right now. So it is a satellite location, so it is only account managers. That might change in the future, but right now we are actively hiring for account managers. So yes, that is an option.
Okay. It's a nice area too.
Oh, yes.
So I've been listening. I'm super interested. I want to be a part of Spot. What are my next steps as a student?
Okay, so you can either apply to us through Handshake, or you can apply. I know that we are on the Marion career site, and then also just our careers page, so spotinc.com. And then I also have people just reach out to me on LinkedIn and send me their resume, and I'm happy to do it that way. And you can speak with me, and I'll make sure I get you in touch with the right people.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all of this information. Is there anything that we didn't discuss about Spot that you want to say as a lasting piece?
I mean, I would just say my favorite part about working at Spot is being on the ground floor of a growing company, rather than like a large corporate environment where you feel just like a number. At Spot, I can really see myself like making a difference, and I have the opportunity to make an impact every day, which personally I find that really motivating. And also, it's just pretty cool to see like all the new faces and hiring 150 people last year, doing the same this year. So being able to be a part of that growth has been really exciting. And I believe that's what a lot of other individuals in our company enjoy the most about their job.
Great. Well, thank you for that. And thank you for your time. We appreciate it and are grateful for you.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.